Hello, everyone, and welcome to a triple play podcast named Three is the Magic Number. My name is Britton Allan, and I say three is the magic number because Major League Baseball teams generally put their best hitters either first, second, or third in the lineup. So every day I go through all the lineups submitted by all the teams and to see which players are moving up, which players are moving down, and who hits high in the lineup means most plate appearances. I also like three as a magic number because of this.
Three is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number.
Thank you, Schoolhouse Rocks, for three as a magic number. When I was growing up, I loved that show. But three is the magic number because of players that move up, because they're hot, because of injuries, because of a lot of things. So here's what I did. So I wrote down three players who have been consistently hitting high in the order that are kind of under the radar a little bit. Obviously, you don't need to, like, you look at the Toronto Blue Jays lineup, you don't need anyone to tell you that, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is a good hitter because he bats third, Bo Bichette because he bats second. So I look at other teams that have to shuffle it around a little bit in order to maximize the, plate appearances to their best hitters. The first player is Luis Urias. He's a shortstop for the Milwaukee Brewers, and he is playing shortstop every single day for the Brewers because, unfortunately, one of my favorite preseason picks was Willy Adames. He was traded from the Rays to the Brewers last season, came out of the gate hot, still hot, but unfortunately, he has a high ankle sprain. And he's currently on the IL. Now, they are optimistic that he's not going to miss too much time, but high ankle sprains are tricky. You hear all about running backs in football with high ankle sprains, and, it's like a problem that needs to be fully healed before he gets back, because especially as a shortstop, you're running, you're pivoting, throwing to second, throwing to first. So you got to be fully healed. So while Willy Adames, unfortunately, is on the IL, Luis Urias is the guy to look at. Like I said, he's batting second almost every day. He had a day off on this past Sunday, but the day before that, Saturday, he hit a home run. He played yesterday, had a couple hits, and that's what he is. He's a contact hitter. He's going to get a good average. He's going to score runs, and he's going to hit some home runs too. He's on a good team. He's playing. So Luis Urias is a great player to pick if you need somebody for a middle infield MI spot, because he's going to play every day. Well, Willy Adames is hopefully getting better. My second player is one of my personal favorites, Willie Castro, Big Willie style, as they say, for the Detroit Tigers. He's also playing because of injuries. Unfortunately, Austin Meadows has like a vertigo issue, or maybe it's related to a concussion, but he's on the IL, and I'm not really sure. I looked it up, and they're kind of concerned about it. They can't figure out what the problem is with Austin Meadows, who's a very talented player who was also traded from the Rays, but he's going to be on the IL. It looks like it's going to be a lengthy IL stint. And Victor Reyes, too, is also injured on the IL. So my boy Big Willie style has been playing every day in left field, and they bat him second because, like Urias, he also has power and speed and good contact skills. Like, his average so far this year is over 300. He's going to be one of these players that's going to steal bags too. Last year, it was about 100 and maybe 10 games, 100 games, something like that. He stole 9 bags and he hit 9 home runs. So you got some power, some speed, plus a good average. Plus he bats. They've been batting him second every day, which is a great spot to be in. It is the Detroit Tigers, unfortunately, but. So they're not going to be. He's not surrounded by a bunch of good hitters. Javier Javier Baez has never met a strikeout that he didn't like, unfortunately, as talented as he is. But Willie Castro is batting second, and he's going to keep playing while those other outfielders are on the mend. Another guy, too, in that lineup is Daz Cameron, is another interesting player. But for whatever reason, because of Willie Castro's on-base percentage skills, and they've been batting him second. And I looked at his Fangraphs page, and Big Willie has reduced his strikeout rate like crazy. It's like last year he had a 24% strikeout rate. Not good, but not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But this year it's down to 14%. So a 10% reduction of your strikeout rate. Managers love that. So they're going to put him at the top of the lineup, let him get on base, and then hopefully Javier Baez will go on one of those crazy runs that he tends to go on. My third player, three, get it, is Darren Ruff. Now, watching Darren Ruff play the outfield is painful. Unfortunately, he's a first baseman by trade, but they have to put him in because the San Francisco Giants have had a rash of injuries. Austin Slater's on the IL. Brandon Belt, who is a really talented player, but injuries just pop up with him all the time. So Darren Ruff is going to play every day. His name is unique, Darin. Okay, Ruff, RUF. Okay, that's just how it is. But every time I hear his name, I think of something, and I sing this song to myself, Darren Ruff. It goes a little something like this. I'm so sorry I had to do that for my boy Darren Ruff. Even though he's not a great outfielder, he is going to play. Like I said, Brandon Belt is hurt. He's having his knee injected, uninjected, rejected, everything. So he's going to be on the IL for a while. Darren Ruff is going to play. They bat him second against every single lefty they go up against. Yesterday, they went up against the lefty named David Peterson from the Mets. The Mets trounced the Giants, but they put Darren Ruff at the top of the order, number one, to face off against Peterson. Now, when a righty comes, they generally hit him clean up fourth, sometimes sixth, but he plays. And, he's not on a lot of teams because he's just not that well known. But the thing is, I went to a StatCast page. It is crazy red. Hard hit, exit velo. He walks. It all looks great. And I know out there in San Francisco, they have one of those organizations that loves those sabermetric StatCast numbers. And Darren Ruff looks legit. Now, outfield, not legit, but batting, his approach, everything underneath the numbers look great. So he's going to play and he's going to bat. He was off to a super slow start to the year. He's recently been heating up. On this past Friday, he hit 2 home runs, and this looks like he's just starting to go on a little bit of a run. Hopefully they keep him at DH or first base so we don't have to watch him and running around, jumping for a ball, jumping into a net with his feet up in the air like a cartoon character or something. God, I hope he's okay. But plop him over at first and let him hold the thing and, have somebody throw it to him. I hope they do that. But those are my 3 favorite players that are batting high in the order that are kind of under the radar. Luis Urias for the Brewers, Willie Castro for the Tigers, and my boy hanging rough, Darren Ruff, for the San Francisco Giants. I appreciate y'all watching, listening, and hopefully I will see you again next week. In the meantime, take it easy.